Boyfriend wants to break up over my body count.
My 26M boyfriend and I, 26F, have been dating for 5 months, and he wants to end our relationship over my body count.
I have since found out that his body count is more than double mine.
What should I do?
Here's the story. Our relationship started off very intensely.
We knew each other as friends for 7 months before we started to date, so things escalated emotionally very quickly. Talks about the future, I love yous, trip planning, etc.
Around 1.5 months in, I made a joke which led to him asking what my body count was.
I told him it shouldn't matter, but he pressed me for the answer and I wanted to be honest.
When I told him, he was very upset and shocked. I've slept with on average 4 people per year since I've been sexually active. He's typically a very good communicator, so we talked through it until we both felt like we were in a good place to move on. The subject didn't come up at all until this week, 3 months later.
He told me we needed to talk in person, and when we met up he immediately said he needed to end our relationship because my body count has been eating at him emotionally.
I've tried to figure out what specifically about it bothers him, and he said it mostly has to do with his friends bringing up the topic and saying they would never date a woman with a high body count. He says he hasn't told his friends my body count. Also, none of the friends who say this are in relationships or have had talks about future planning like we have, so their situations aren't comparable. Other reasons my boyfriend gave were that some of the guys I used to date were older.
Another being that him and I would never have any firsts together.
He's assured me that my body count didn't cause him to lose respect for me or make him look at me differently.
We have had other small issues come up here and there that feed into him wanting to end things. For example, he's sarcastic, joking, negging during times when I need more love and affection, which makes me feel like a punching bag.
He said to tell him when he's acting like this in the moment, which I've done, but his behavior doesn't change.
Knowing what I know now, his lack of affection could have been a manifestation of his unsettled emotions about my body count. Even though I still see a future with him, I am having a hard time understanding why it continues to eat at him emotionally.
It's clearly not a moral issue for him, given that his body count is more than double mine.
He said he is willing to work through what we both think is an insecurity through individual therapy, not open to couples therapy, but I'm confused on how to tackle this on my side of the relationship. Any advice?
Too long did not read.
My boyfriend is ready to end out relationship because of my body count, even though his body count is more than double mine. What do I do? Even though I still see a future with him. Girl, give your head a shake. Let him end the relationship.
It's only been 5 months, you will be doing yourself a huge favor.
Sounds like he's telling you who he is, and you should listen.
How many people have you both assassinated, though? All joking aside, you're only 5 months in. He's already looking for an out, if you can see that clearly.
It's eating at him because he wants out and this is his excuse.
Good luck, op. He's got double standards. His body count is okay even though it's twice yours, but yours isn't.
His friends sound like real asses and he's negging you.
It won't get better. He'll become controlling if you hang around. Tell him that you don't want him breaking up with you because actually, you are breaking up with him instead.
Tell him you thought about it and his body count is really gross and you want nothing to do with him. Be like a U-Haul and move on. You've been dating 5 months and he's already being a jerk and trying to make you feel bad about yourself?
Drop kick that guy. Life is too short to stay in bad relationships.